A havoc of flood. Kurnool district is in Rayalaseema region in Andhra Pradesh in the Krishna river basin. It is famous for its rocky temples. Thousands of tourists from various parts of the state travel through the city of Kurnool visiting the tourist spots. Let us look at the hard word and its meaning. Basin. An area of land along a river with streams running down into it. On 28 September 2009, the city and its surrounding areas got heavy rainfall. As a result, the district had massive floods in several areas. The flood inundated the houses and the hopes of the people. Instead of welcoming the tourists, the people of Kurnool welcomed river water. Hard word and its meaning. Inundated. Covered with water or submerged. Their colorful mornings became gloomy. The roaring flood inundated their houses. The roads and railway tracks were damaged. The bridges were collapsed. People lost their belongings. Thus, the roaring floods disturbed the lives of the people of Kurnool. Hard word and its meaning. Gloomy, sad. Srisailam Dam went up to an enormous level of 20 lakh cusecs of water, posing a threat to the villages on the banks of the Krishna river. Much of the misery was caused by the Tungabhadra and the Handri, Niva rivers, tributaries of the Krishna. Several places, including Mantralayam, the seat of Sri Raghavendra Swami Mutt, were under a sheet of 10 feet of water for 4 days at the time of floods. Hard words and their meanings. Enormous, extremely large or very big in size or amount. Tributaries, a river or stream that flows into a large river. Water reached the first story of several buildings. There were heart-rending screams of people fearfully seeking help to rescue them. They experienced much shock and lost everything. Nearly 40,000 people took shelter on rooftops. About 60 villages were inundated. People hurried to the safer places, leaving their cattle, houses, and properties. They lost their cattle and crops. The roads, railways, and bridges were damaged. The government took the help of the army and the navy. A helicopter of IAF rescued 15 farmers trapped in a swollen stream. The government opened relief camps for the survivors of the flood. The relief teams reached the flood-hit areas and distributed food, drinking water, clothing, and temporary shelters to the sufferers. Hard word and its meaning. Rescue, save from danger. One of the sufferers of the flood was Rajeshwari. She was a woman of well past 40. She was a widow. She lost her tiny mud shack. She had to suffer for days along with her 4 children in a roadside shelter without water and food. Hard word and its meaning. Shack, hut. The relief teams brought her and her 4 children to a relief camp. There she was given rice, blankets and other supplies her family needs. She expressed her gratitude, saying that she would remain ever thankful for the help she received. Help always pays gratitude. One should help the people who are in trouble. It is our social responsibility to help the victims in times of disasters. We should voluntarily move for the cause. Helping others in trouble is great virtue. It comes out of one's mercy and kindness. They experience their gratitude to the people who helped them. Hence, help always pays gratitude. Let us look at the hard words and their meanings. Namesake, same name. Dwelling, living or residing. Bear the brunt, to receive the worst effect of a bad situation. Heartrending, causing grief. Frantically, in uncontrolled emotion due to fear or worry. Breach, to make a hole or an opening. Groping, searching. Pathetic plight, a pitiful, difficult and sad situation. Catastrophe, a sudden disaster that causes many people to suffer. Aghast, filled with horror and surprise. Engulf, flow over, cover completely or immerse. Rejuvenate, look more lively again. Flimsy, weak or feeble. Donor, a person or an organization who gives something, especially money or things, in charity. Beaming, cheerful and bright or pleased. Identify the meaning of bright in each of the following sentences and use them in your own sentences. I like bright colors. Here, the meaning of bright is strong and easy to see. Tejaswini gave me a bright smile. Here, bright means cheerful and lively. Sindhu is a bright student. Here, the meaning of bright is intelligent, quick to learn. Yamuna has bright ideas. Here, the meaning of bright is clever. This young player has a bright future. The meaning of bright here is likely to be successful. We took rest in a bright room. The meaning of bright here is full of light. Several people and things are involved in rescue operations. There is a description of a flood rescue operation. Complete the concept map given below with the suitable information from the text. Combine the following sentences using the expression no sooner than, scarcely when, hardly when. I put the phone down. It rang again. No sooner I had put the phone down than it rang again. Or, I had scarcely put the phone down when it rang again. I had hardly put the phone down when it rang again. I arrived at the station. Then the bus came in. No sooner had I arrived at the station than the bus came in. I had scarcely arrived at the station when the bus came in. I had hardly arrived at the station when the bus came in. I closed the door. Somebody knocked again. No sooner had I closed the door than somebody knocked again. I had scarcely closed the door when somebody knocked again. I had hardly closed the door when somebody knocked again. She finished the meal. She started feeling hungry again. No sooner had she finished the meal than she started feeling hungry again. She had scarcely finished the meal when she started feeling hungry again. She had hardly finished the meal when she started feeling hungry again. Madhavi opened the door. The dog entered the room. No sooner had Madhavi opened the door than the dog entered the room. Madhavi had scarcely opened the door when the dog entered the room. Madhavi had hardly opened the door when the dog entered the room. On the basis of the diagram given below, write a paragraph stating the sequential series of actions, methods, the sequential series of actions that should be implemented. Step 1. Access. We need the data on the risks and hazards of the disasters. Infrastructure, settlements, population, socio-economic data, and so on. With the help of that information, we can identify the location of hazard and interpret the disastrous events. We can forecast the risk for life and property. Step 2. Prescribe or plan. In the second step, we should be reduce the loss by taking actions like providing protective structures and land planning. We should prepare the people by warning them to evacuate their places to reduce the risk and loss. Step 3. Educate or make aware. For any disaster management method to be successful, it requires mass participation, which not only gives strength but also makes the task very simple. We should make people aware about disasters. We should train school teachers, rescue service organizations, and small builders industry in community for awareness.
మా వీడియో గనుక మీకు నచ్చినట్లయితే లైక్ చేయండి, షేర్ చేయండి. ఇలాంటి మరిన్ని వీడియోస్ కోసం మా ఛానల్ని సబ్స్క్రైబ్ చేసుకోవడం మాత్రం మర్చిపోకండి. థ్యాంక్ యూ ఫర్ వాచింగ్.